We have a great show for you today. We have Georgia Woodard, who's the owner and founder of Pêche Skin Co, which is downtown, and we get into all things skincare. We talk about it, what it was like for her being a house manager for billionaires in California. We talk about her dating life, and we talk about some of her new hires and what's new in the skincare space. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks for listening. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Here for the Health of It. I'm Dr. Randy here with Dr. Tom, and we have a great show for you today with Georgia Woodard, who is the owner and founder and CEO unofficially, because you don't like that term.
It's just too corporate.
Of Pêche Skin Co.
Yeah.
Right above the Spotted Salamander downtown on Richland Street.
Yeah.
So, and you've been doing that since 2022, it sounds like. And tell us a little bit about this. How'd you dive into the entrepreneurship 3 years ago?
So I was actually managing the private homes of billionaires in California, and it was really stressful.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a story. It was super
Billionaire
stressful.
with a B.
Billionaire.
Whoa.
Technically, it was the billionaire's stepdaughter, my last job. So she didn't make the money, but daddy did.
Nice.
So, yeah, I was managing their private homes, and it is as awful as it sounds.
It sounds like Cinderella.
Yeah, in a way. And it was during COVID, and they had some autoimmune disorders in the house, so they were super strict, about people coming in and coming out. And so for a while, I was literally confined to the laundry room. They were like, everything you need to do.
So you were living there?
No, but when I would come in and I had to for the first probably 10 weeks of COVID, I was wiping down every single piece of grocery that went in and out of the house, and we would quarantine the groceries in the garage before they could go inside.
Oh, God.
Because people weren't sure if your cardboard boxes carried it and all this stuff. And they were doing a full exterior renovation too. So I was trudging through mud with 5 people's worth of groceries for the week.
Wearing a mask outside.
Wearing
probably.
a mask, and they wouldn't come help me. There was no. It was wild. It was really interesting. So I was like, you know what? I think I need to take care of people in a different way and be a little more one-on-one and not be a billionaire's bitch.
So you moved?
I'm from South Carolina originally,
Okay.
so moved back home, had to quit my job. I was like, I got to quit. Quit my job, couldn't find another one. Was like, all right, it's time to leave San Diego. I'm coming back to South Carolina. Kind of thought it would be short term. And then I found aesthetic school. I was like, you know what? I like taking care of people. I want it to be calm. I like skincare. It kind of combined all the things I wanted to do. So went back to aesthetic school, and here I am.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How big is this house, though?
So their house, the first billionaires I worked for, she had a whole estate. She was a billionaire. She had armed guards and a guard dog because she would be kidnapped. She had kidnapping threats.
Were you had to sign NDAs and all this stuff?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can't even say who it is, right?
No. My NDA is probably expired now, but I don't have a copy of it anymore, so I don't know the date.
Right.
But I was their weekend manager, and I just kind of came in and just did random things, whatever she needed.
What do you do? Yeah, what is it? Is there a checklist?
Yeah, so a house manager, when you get that big, right? You got 5, 10, 15 properties.
Yeah.
You've got to have full staff to run everything, because you certainly aren't scrubbing the floors. You're not. But on top of that, you got to have people to do the grounds. You got to have a chef, of course. You got to have housekeeping staff, and then you got to have staff to run the staff. So I was a staff to run the staff. I was one of the junior staff members to, help with running errands, help with making appointments, help with payroll, help with insurance, all that sort of thing. Get the cars fixed and serviced, setting up travel, working with the other houses to make sure things were set up for when she arrived and things like that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What
So
a glimpse.
more money, more problems. I'm telling you.
Today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Columbia Family Chiropractic, with 3 easy-to-get-to locations, one in Forest Acres, which is by Trader Joe's, one in O'Neill Court by the DMV, and one in the Northeast by Sand Hills. You'll be sure to have somewhere near you. They offer a ton of services from corrective care, on-site digital x-rays, spinal decompression for bulging or herniated discs, dry needling for injuries, pediatric care, and a Class 4 laser. They accept all your major insurances. And if you mention this ad, you'll get a discount on your first appointment. Check out their website at cfcforhealth.com or Google Columbia Family Chiropractic. That's CFC4FOR Health.com.
Did they have animals?
Yeah. Well, the really, really billionaire, she literally had a police dog that was trained because they had multiple kidnapping attempps where people try to take you for ransom. So you enter the property the first time and they tell you like, hey, there's a trained Belgian Malinois and like he needs to sniff you before you exit your car. So, and then he became my friend. And then she had like this fat golden retriever or black lab.
Yeah.
And that was her like buddy. So yeah, they had animals. And then
Once it sniffs you and then they say like, yeah, that's an okay scent.
yeah,
He files it away in his little brain.
his trainer has to like introduce you and be like, all right, she's cool, Cash, like don't bite, you know. But one time I approached him in a dark hallway and he didn't hear me. I opened a door and he came for me and I was like, Cash, it's me, you know.
You said, smell me.
Yeah, please. I like shut the door and was like putting my hand near the door just so he could sniff. He was fine, but yeah. Billionaires, man. It's a different lifestyle.
Wow.
Yeah. So then I moved back to South Carolina and was like, I need a more chill.
Yep. Working
Thing.
one-on-one with the peeps.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Pêche.
Pêche.
What's that mean?
It's French for peach. So Georgia peach.
Oh, okay. But we're in South Carolina. Love
yeah,
that.
Yeah. Well, also South Carolina grows more peaches per capita than Georgia.
That's
Really?
true. I
Yeah.
can confirm.
And did you know?
I didn't know that.
Look, the Canadian
I
knew.
did not
I
know
knew
that.
that.
Big fruit guy.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's a South Carolinian at heart. He
Yep.
just knows the facts
Yep.
about the state.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like, that's an interesting fact that people should know.
Yeah. Georgia is the peach state, but we're doing better in South Carolina.
Crazy. Okay. All right. Good.
Thank you, Maccabee Farms. You know, y'all are doing it for us.
I don't know about oranges though. Does Florida do the most oranges?
Yeah.
I don't know about
Has to.
oranges. I just
You
know
would think that about Georgia with the peaches though too.
peach is the only one I know about.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, that's a side tangent.
But yeah, and I wanted a French word, but I didn't want like your typical beauty French word because I lived in France for a year and that was kind of when I got into like beauty and skincare. And then my mom makes peach pies every summer and peach jam, and she freezes the peach pies. And then throughout the year, like if there's a party or she needs a gift,
Nice.
you get a deep dish frozen peach
Yeah.
pie and you can thaw it and throw it in your oven. So
Sweet.
I was like, it's a nod to my mom, a nod to my state, a nod to my name,
Yep.
all the things.
Your mom sounds awesome.
Yeah, she's great. She's the better version of me.
Does she live in Columbia?
She does.
She
yeah.
does. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Okay, so now you like your first facial. Do you remember doing that on somebody or your first? I don't know what would be your first service that you would do.
So I actually got facial. Yeah, I mean you're right. I think that was my first service, but I got a
Do you
job.
remember your first facial? Let's be clear. We mean at
Giving a
Pêche.
facial.
Okay,
At
only
Pêche.
dudes do this. Only guys are like,
Every
oh,
time
facial.
we have to.
You have to. All the women are like, what are they talking about? I actually worked for a dermatologist while I was in aesthetic school for Asha James. Shout out. She's great. Love her. I worked with her esthetician. So I got to like assist on their laser treatments and like help with some of their services. But then when I started school, they threw us in. They were like short staffed in the school spa and they were like, all right, you're getting in there. So like week 1, maybe week 2, they were like, do a facial, go for it.
Yeah.
So I remember being like, I have to touch a person's face. What do you mean? So it was awkward. Sorry to whoever that client was.
That I feel the same way about like 16 years ago. My very first patients, I was like, I've done all my training on this, and I've done a lot, but I mean, we're gonna figure it out right now.
You're like, your adjustment was probably really bad. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly.
What's a neck? I don't know.
Or they've seen it, like you've done everything a few times, but now, like 16 years later, there's nothing new that I haven't seen a lot of times before. But when you're brand new, you have to be like, all right, give me a minute, call someone. Hey, what do you do in this situation or scenario? But I would imagine like when you're doing a facial, it's fairly similar every time, or is it pretty different depending on acne and whatever else they have?
Yeah, you generally kind of have the protocol, and then you, depending on what you're doing, you change the product. you add on a treatment, you know, like a dermaplane, or you're doing a hydrofacial, or you're adding something else in. But it's like generally the steps are the same, and maybe you change the way you're massaging, or you change the mask, or you change, you know, but generally it's the same steps. Sometimes I'll get somebody in and they're like, I'm allergic to lavender. And I'm like, shoot, we are just going to massage your face, you know, or like you're not getting any product on you. Or I had one person that was allergic to like literally every facial ingredient ever. I was like, you're just getting a facial massage today. I'm really sorry.
Yeah. That's better than the alternative of breaking out or whatever would happen to them.
Yeah. I'm like, you're going to have to BYOP, like bring your own products if we're going to do a facial. Poor thing. She was allergic to everything.
So you like touching people? Is that what I'm gathering? Like, once you got in there and felt the face, you were like, this is my favorite part, honestly, is facial massage. Really?
I love it. Yeah, my favorite part is like when you feel people relax.
Just kind of turn to putty.
Yeah, and like when people snore and then they apologize for it, I'm like, listen, that means I did. Like, you got a primo facial massage if you were snoring. Like, we're good. But yeah, I mean, I like the one-on-one, making people feel good, and you kind of get to be a therapist too.
Do they talk? Do people talk?
Oh, yeah.
Really? What are they?
Yeah.
While they're getting their face worked on.
Yes. You hear, and I think I probably like learn more than a hairstylist or a massage therapist, because your face up, where if you're getting a massage, it's kind of hard to talk.
Yeah.
And then hairstylists, like you're in a salon, so there's people around. Mm-hmm. We're in a private room. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I know the tea.
That's great.
An esthetician, like we should probably, the CIA should recruit us. Like we know things.
Do you ever like get into some leading questions? Like, are you trying to bait them into talking about somebody, or?
No, not really. Yes. I have had like secret shoppers come in that like try to bait me into talking about like other places and stuff. And I'm like, I'm clocking you. I'm not talking about other places.
Now, do they go eyes open? Like when they're getting their face worked on, are they staring at you?
Usually not, because they're like tilted. So their face is like, I'm here, and they're kind of looking towards their feet. But you will have the occasional person that does like this. They'll look back at you and they'll make a full eye contact, or they want to watch and see what you're doing. And I'm like, stop. No, don't look ahead, you know, but they want to connect, and that's fine. But it does feel like you're on stage a little.
What percentage are open in eyes?
I feel like I get one person a week. So like one out of like 50 people is looking at me.
Bad. Yeah.
No.
See, I don't necessarily trust somebody that much the first time. Like, I have to make sure they're not doing weird stuff.
So you got to watch.
He's the wide open guy.
I'm the guy that would, the very first time, I would be watching to make sure there's nothing weird happening.
Yeah, he brings up camera. He does all kinds of stuff.
Are you doing this during a massage?
You leading questions.
Like, are you just like face down, like looking?
I would have. Here's what I would be thinking if I've never been to a person, and let's say I was going to get a massage.
Yeah.
If they were like doing something, I would want to keep an eye on them to make sure they're not trying to like steal my wallet or something weird.
Okay. You would hear them rustling through your pants.
See, I don't know, because they have those bongo music going on or whatever is happening.
Where are they going to go? Like, if you are putting your pants on, your wallet's not there anymore. They're still in the building.
I don't know. I just don't trust. I don't trust them.
He's like laying on his wallet, like he shoves it under himself on the table.
I would always shove everything into my shoes and then put my socks on the inside.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he might have a disability.
Yeah. My room's pretty big, so you would hear me walking to steal your wallet. Yeah. And then you would hear like your belt, if you had a belt on, like it would jingle.
Yeah.
You'd be like, are you digging through my pants over there? Are you stealing my wallet?
Alarm system on his wallet.
Noted. Don't steal his wallet.
We used to have, back in the hockey days, if you didn't lock all your stuff up, there would be kids who would go into the locker room and they would just go through all your stuff. So then it just became a habit that you just never put your wallet or your phone or your keys in an obvious place. You have to hide it somewhere else.
So you just have stolen belonging trauma.
Yeah.
And
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you need to therapize with that. Maybe you need to talk to your therapist about it. I don't know.
That could be.
Do you talk to a therapist? Because
I try to go like regularly.
Okay. Well, you could get an esthetician, and then you got therapy and skincare.
I know.
Yep.
It just depends.
I'm
what
not
you're
qualified,
working on.
but
Sometimes you need a coach. Sometimes you need a therapist. Sometimes you need like a parenting one.
Yeah.
A relationship one.
There's a lot of
fitness one. I mean, you just need
all the
you
things.
need coaching and therapy everywhere. I get that's how I feel.
Yeah, you got to like alternate. You got to rotate your people because you can't pay 27 people a month.
It does get expensive.
All my wellness beeps.
All right, now what kind of beard do you like? Like if you're working on a dude.
Oh, I thought you
like
said beard.
beard?
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, first, do you like beards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Now, what kind do you like? Like how thick? Or are you like? Because I'm thinking stubble might not be what you like. Like, is that a little sandpapery on you?
Yeah, that's more uncomfortable for the client because it'll
kinda
like pull your hair, as in
Yep.
pulling your skin. So
Yep.
you actually, when you give a facial to a guy with a beard, if it's shorter, you kind of have to change the way you're stroking the face.
Different
Like yours,
strokes.
I would want to go downwards because otherwise I'm pulling your stubble.
Yeah.
Where yours, your hair's going to move a little more with me and I could go upwards and
Yeah.
your beard's going to be fine and you're not going to be uncomfortable. But a freshly shaved face, getting a facial, it's going to sting.
Amazing.
Sting?
It's going to sting them. It's going to sting you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like do it one day.
Give it a day.
Give it a day.
My favorite story is Tom's was going to get his first ever facial. His wife bought him a facial.
Yeah. I still haven't had it.
And
What?
So they told him, and he'd been working on growing a beard for a long time. They
Yeah.
told him you have to shave your beard for the facial.
Yeah.
So he's finally like, all right, I'm just going to get the facial, shaved his beard. Everyone's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to get a facial. They said I have to shave it.
Yeah.
And then they canceled on him the day of.
Oh no.
Trauma.
So you shaved for no
Yes.
reason. You
Yes.
should have been like, I shaved for this.
Yeah.
Like,
And then the next day, we were talking to an esthetician, and she was like, you don't have to shave your beard for a facial.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Honestly, like it's good when you have your beard because you can get in there and treat the skin that
clean
never
it up.
gets treated. But
Yeah.
if you don't normally shave, then it doesn't
Right.
matter.
I was upset.
Yeah.
And then it's like weeks to like get back in the groove of. So I still haven't gone to that place to get the facial.
Dang.
I think it converted into like a regular massage or something. My wife like turned it into something else.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, go.
So
do
yeah,
that.
I've never had a facial.
Honestly, it's great. And every man that has had
Needs
one,
it.
they're like skeptical, and then they're like, "Oh, I have skin and a masseter. Like this feels good."
Yeah. How deep should you go? Like, are you digging in there?
You don't want to go too deep because I mean, you don't want to put pressure on the jaw so that you're moving the jaw. I don't want to adjust them, right?
Yeah.
But you want some decent pressure, and it depends on the person. Like if you've got somebody who's super thin and they don't have a whole lot of
Bony.
Yeah, they're bony. Like I'm probably not going to put as much pressure as somebody who's got a little more facial fat, a little more structure. They can handle it.
Do you like a chubbier face?
Yeah.
I would feel like that would be a good time.
It's nice to massage and chubby your face.
Yeah.
A really skinny, when you're skinny too, like your face is so small that with my hand, I'm like only using two fingers.
Just grinding a bone in. Yeah, you don't want that.
I mean, I like my skinny clients. You guys are great. Love
Yeah.
you. But,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes a little more meat's nice.
And what percentage is men versus women?
My clientele is like almost all women, and then they send their husbands. And then I have like two guys that just came on there. Actually, no, one of them came because his friend was like, "You need some skincare," and she started bringing him. And he still shows up every once in a while. And then I have another guy that had acne and needed, regular treatment. So most of the time it's husbands, boyfriends, brothers. They're like, "Hey, go get a facial," and they always come back, but it's not as regular. Yeah.
God, how much do you think a person should spend on their face a year?
I lean more towards being like more budget friendly, but not like too budget friendly. Like if we're getting too cheap, the brand's probably not doing a whole lot of R&D, and like they're probably, if we're getting too cheap, it's probably just chapping your face more than anything. But there's a happy medium, because some of them I'm like, this is so expensive. Like if I buy 3 products from this line, I'm out $500.
Yeah.
So I like to run the happy medium of like, you can fit this in your budget and you're not having to give up like food for me, for most people. I'd rather not cut into your food budget or, electricity bill. So like $175 is my starting point for a facial. And I tell people like fit it in when you can. The more you come up front, the more we can do. So 4 to 6 weeks. And then like, let's spread it out if we can, or if we can just do like a standalone, like just come for a 30-minute like lymphatic treatment or just come for a peel. That's a little more budget friendly than like a facial with the add-on with all the things. Like you don't have to do that every single time. And then skincare, I'm like, what works with your budget, and let's piecemeal it together so that it fits your needs but works with your budget. Because I don't want you to have to take out a car loan, right? Like on my behalf.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. So once a month or once every 6 weeks for some sort of treatment is standard.
Your skin cycle is 28 to 40 days, depending on how old you are. It slows as we age. So 4 to 6 weeks is your sweet spot. And that's why, estheticians aren't just being like, come once a month. It's because every time we see you, we're treating fresh new baby skin, and then we can make more of a dent. But if I'm only seeing you once a quarter, you've had 3 to 4 skin cycles. So we're not treating all those multiple layers of the skin.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you see this patch right here, this red spot?
Yeah.
It's dry.
Okay.
And it won't go away.
Dermatitis.
What is that?
Yeah.
What should should I be scraping? What do I do?
No, actually, it depends on what it is. So with things like that, when it's not super obvious, it's some kind of dermatitis, I always say get a diagnosis from a dermatologist because then we can, because I can't diagnose.
Right.
Some things I'm like, okay, I know what that is.
Yeah.
But some of them, they're kind of funny and you may want a prescription.
Like could be a fungus or something.
Yeah. Yeah. That kind of looks,
It's like,
do you wear sunglasses a lot?
No.
Do you wear glasses? Do
I
you
wear fake
rub right
glasses.
there a lot?
I was thinking like maybe in the summer when I'm like sweating, I'll do this.
Yeah. But
Not here. Why?
Are you
And
right-handed?
This is actually starting to get a little. Is there a little you see?
Yeah, it could be a multitude
It's
of
like
things.
raccoon eye going on.
Yeah, I would.
And I don't have. I tried a couple facial things, but I just didn't do it.
I would start with just kind of paying attention to what you're doing, like when you're touching it, because if you've just like hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
And you're doing that on your eye, and you may have like
Right.
a habit, like a tick, where you're just doing this
Definitely
all
have
day, and
ticks.
it's itching, so you're probably making it
I love
worse.
itching it.
Just pay attention to the lifestyle, and then a dermatologist, and then see an esthetician.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Deal with any like beard fungus. Like I've been seeing like beard dandruff on the internet.
What?
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, it's
You
just,
see any of that? Like what? And what do you do? Is it just you comb it out with a tiny brush, or?
yeah. So it is fungal usually. Same with scalp dandruff.
Yep.
And so you can use dandruff shampoo on your beard,
the beard.
and people get it on their foreheads a lot too. So you can use that, like if you're getting kind of what looks like extended dandruff on your forehead, you can use a ketoconazole dandruff shampoo on your face. But same thing with your beard, you can get it in there. So if it's like really bad, sometimes you do need a prescription because it's just going to be hard to treat. But you don't necessarily want to moisturize it because moisturizer could like
Greasy.
feed it. Yeah. And then if we're exfoliating it, then it's going to irritate it. So you want to kill the fungus and then treat the skin to prevent it from continuing to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that so? Have you ever dated a guy with fungal beard or hair? And you had
He had beard dandruff.
Did you have to? So you gave him
You've seen
some
it.
time, and you were like, I can fix that.
Yeah, but he
This is
didn't. He wasn't super open to it.
Oh, he wasn't.
No,
he
this is
liked
why we
his
didn't.
fungus.
Yeah, yeah. This is why we didn't continue dating because
Really?
not that specifically, but
Yeah, it's a
other
part of it.
things where I was like,
It was a symptom of other things.
yeah, like, do you want to trim your beard, clean it up, so you don't have the neck beard and other things. So
He didn't want to do it.
You were into that at first, and then you got to know the beard, and you said, "This isn't for me."
it was post COVID. We were lonely. You're lonely. You're like, I can't go meet people. It's 2021.
Here's a guy.
Yeah,
Just work with him.
here's a guy.
I mean, we were talking a little bit about your dating life before, and I've been just pumped to talk about it with
God.
you.
Here we
because-
go.
So this is the question that I asked you earlier about your cats, because you said that you're not a cat person, but you have cats.
Yeah.
You're more of a dog person.
I'm a both.
Okay.
I like an
You
animal.
like animals.
Horses, cats, dogs, bunny rabbit, whatever.
All right.
Four-legged creatures.
Anything that's an animal.
Reptiles.
Yeah.
But if the
I'll hold a lizard. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What about frogs?
I'd hold a frog. I draw the line at spiders.
What about snakes?
If it's a cool snake and someone else has vetted it, like I'll hold a snake.
Whoa,
Georgia.
Yeah.
You love animals.
That's a little too
I'm
much.
not like into the snake, but I would hold it. I'm not gonna be like, I love this. Like I don't want to keep it.
So man of your dreams walks up and you have to choose, but he's deathly allergic to cats. You have to choose between your cats and the man of your dreams. Mm-hmm. What are you choosing?
Well, I've already invested a lot in the cats. We've built a relationship.
Yep.
They are attached to me. You know, I paid their vet bills. They already live with me. And like I said to you, the cats can't divorce me. Like the man could leave. He could decide I'm too much. True. So, you know, if the cats are a barrier for him, I'm not even, how am I going to know he's the man of my dreams?
Prince Charming.
He's allergic. I mean, he might love them. He's just allergic to them.
Well, then they have allergy shots. I mean, he could invest.
Oh,
right? If he wanted, I wouldn't be like, you need to.
You got to pump a couple shots in you.
Yeah.
To stay with me.
That's commitment. Honestly, if he did that for me, that means he's committed because that's like a 2 to 5 year process. Allergy shots is like twice a week for years.
Holy cow.
So yeah, there's your answer. If he will go get allergy shots for me,
then
he can
you would
stay.
Do it. And
so the guy has to be a cat guy.
He has to like be cool with it. Like he doesn't have to love it. He just like don't kick it and like be cool with it in your space.
You want him stroking it though every so often.
You know, if he's not into petting the cat, it's fine.
Like if he ignores the cat, you're okay with that?
If he ignores the cat,
like he's just like fine with the cat being there, but he just ignores it completely.
Okay, I might insult you too when I say this, but I have a philosophical theory about cats.
Oh boy, because we're really anti-cat on here.
I think that the more open-minded and like intelligent that you are, the more open you are to cats.
Oh no,
and not like them, but more. Being open to them, right? Because they have a lot of nuance. Like you got to be cool with the unknown. You got to be cool with like a little spice, but like still understand and appreciate this is a cute cuddly animal who will love you when it feels like it.
Oh, I see. I think cats are probably from the devil.
Yeah.
And carry disease.
So
because they're so angry, they just like pounce and I just had so many bad experiences. They jump. I had barn cats that would jump on me first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
I remember one clawing my dad's arm like almost completely off.
Neither one of my cats has ever scratched me.
Really?
I think people also don't know how to raise cats.
Yeah.
And they like they start playing with them with their hands when they're kittens. And so the cat associates your hand as being a toy. But if you don't do that and you make it known that your body parts are not toys, then they're less likely to like come at you.
Gotcha.
But a lot of people don't set that boundary early and they're like, come here, kitty. And then the cat is like, oh yeah, I'm going to chase you.
I just feel like cats are always looking at you like, go fuck yourself. Yeah. That's the look they're giving.
They want to kill you.
I told you, they're like women. Like you got to approach them with some finesse and like, you know.
That's a good analogy.
Love and care.
You said you got to treat cats like women. Like feed them a little bit. You got to know when to go up to them.
You can't be hangry. They can't be hangry.
Yep.
They've got, you got to like scratch their head a little bit and you got to like kind of, sweet talk them. You can't just be like, hey, baby.
You have to give them enough attention, but not too much attention. And that window is really small.
You have to let them consent to like being touched. Like let them sniff you. Girls.
Are cats hooking up as much as dogs? I've never really thought about that.
Well, they do say breed like cats.
Do they?
That is a thing.
Those bunnies.
I think both.
Cats are. I can't picture cats hooking up. Can you?
I mean, I feel like there's always a pregnant cat.
So cats make like a wild noise when they mate.
Hook up?
Because this is terrible. Male cats actually have a like barbed penis. And so when they mate, it like actually causes the female pain. So she makes this like wildly uncomfortable squealing noise.
No.
Yeah.
It's not for pleasure.
No.
Like literally.
No, not
cats. That's where something's off about cats. If that's
I don't think dogs is I don't know.
It's like a fish hook kind of.
What?
As I understand it, it's not great.
Barbed wire penis.
I haven't looked, but this is what I understand.
Who's an expert at this is Riley Kilbride. He studied animals hooking up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna text him after this.
Yeah.
And find out what
Y'all are gonna paint me as a crazy cat lady. Just to be clear,
I think.
I like dogs.
Every cat. Yeah.
I love a dog too.
Well, here, all right.
But I would avoid guys with cats. That's the conundrum we have right now. We're trying to say, all right, let's
Girls
find
with
Georgia.
cats are a little different than a guy with a cat.
Girls with cats are a little edgy and and more normal.
Okay.
But a guy with a cat,
Yeah.
what planet does that work on? Because it ain't Earth.
Yeah. If he, so here, I dated a guy that had a cat, but he acquired the cat. He had a roommate that had a cat, and the roommate got another cat. And the first cat was bullying the other cat so bad. Or no. It was his ex-girlfriend's roommate. Okay. And the cat was bullying the new cat so bad that they were like, we got to get this cat out of here. We can't, she can't live here anymore because the old cat was being so mean to her. And so he acquired that second cat. He didn't go seek out the cat.
It's a little better.
Yeah.
It's a little better. But his roommate had a dog and he took care of the dog too. So
having a dog and a cat is much better than just having a cat.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine a guy waking up one day and be like, you know what I want? I want to go get a cat today.
Yeah.
I want to go look for a cat.
But I mean, it's just a fuzzy animal. I don't think we need to genderize I think that's because like you inherently look at a cat and think it's a girl.
Yeah.
And you inherently look at a dog and think it's a boy. And somehow we've genderized our house animals.
Right.
And I think it's okay.
Well, I guess why did
he wants love and affection. Let him have a cat.
Why does it feel like it got genderized? Why did it? It feels weird.
Y'all do that. And the boys do that.
Men did that over time?
Yeah.
Like lions and tigers, that's awesome.
Right, that's a cat.
Is it the daintiness of a cat?
Probably,
maybe?
yeah.
Like it's delicate.
Yeah. And I think the nuance is like the big cat is off limits, but the little cat will still bite you, but so you don't want to be like afraid of it, right? You don't want to admit that you're afraid of the 10-pound cat. Yeah. So then you're like, cats are girly.
Yep.
I think I agree with they're more aggressive than they should be for their size.
Yeah. Well, I think we house trained dogs like millennia before we house trained cats. Like I think so cats have not evolved and dogs were like, yeah, cool. All right, we'll fit with you guys. And cats are still like, I'm supposed to be in a tree.
All right. So
enough about cats.
Well, we're trying to find you. We're trying to make sure everybody knows like we're trying to start a dating show in Columbia.
Honestly, I want to start a podcast and y'all are
about dating.
Yeah, we're going to call it Girls in the Bathroom.
Yes.
And my first episode is going to be I spray tanned your dead ex-husband. And I already have my first guest because I met a woman in the hall's bathroom and I spray tanned her ex-husband who's since died. Yeah.
Why did he get a spray? That's another thing. Why are guys getting spray tan?
Listen, you're going to the tropics and you want to start out with a little color. His girlfriend booked it for him, to be fair. Okay. So, yeah, that's going to be our first podcast episode. She and I have already planned it. Like, we've talked about it. I just don't have the equipment. I haven't set a date.
Great.
So, all right. So, you dated a guy for 3.5 years, and it didn't work out because he was too nice.
He was too nice.
He remembered everything about you. He listened to you. He got you too many gifts.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking for guys. Like, how confusing is that for them?
Listen, I was 25. My prefrontal cortex was like barely there.
Developed. Yep.
Yeah. So 34-year-old me is like, that was dumb. Like he was a gem.
Yeah.
He was a gem. But 25-year-old me was just like, nah, I want to like go to bars and party and like not be tied down to this very nice gentleman.
What's an example of something that's like slightly mean, but you would be like girls would be into it?
Slightly mean.
Yeah,
like,
or not too nice. Maybe it's not mean, but it's not too nice.
Okay, so I was watching. Have y'all seen the new show? Nobody Wants This.
Yeah,
they actually have a podcast.
No, is it on Bravo?
It's the Jewish rabbi and the what's her name?
Kristen Bell.
Bell.
I did see. Yes, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So in it, they're having a fight at a party, and he says, why don't you step away and come back when you can have a real conversation? Because she's being a little petty.
You're into that.
And I was like, well, he held her accountable, but he wasn't like, will you shut the fuck up? You know? Or like, you're being a bitch or something. He was just like, step away and come back when you can have a real conversation. And this literally last night, my thought was, that's a man.
That's what you're looking
That's
for.
a man.
That's a man.
Yeah.
I'm kind of into him too on the show.
Yes.
Why is that?
I don't know. Because Adam Brody's like, he's cute, but I'm not like, wow, he's hot. But yeah, there's just something about him. He like holds authority while still being kind about it. I'm like, I like that.
Yeah.
And he's a rabbi, but he's kind of cool.
Yeah. He's like smoking
Plays
weed in the
basketball.
first episode, but he likes. He doesn't like Jesus. He likes God.
Yeah.
I was about to say likes Jesus.
Thanks God.
All right. And then tell us about your dating app world.
I've deleted all of them.
All of them.
Recently or?
Yeah. So I realized how much data I was giving these companies.
Right.
I was like, you have my name, my age, what I do for a living, my height, my political affiliations, my horoscope, like all these things.
Yeah.
And while a lot of these things are probably out on the internet and other places, it was just all in one place associated with my pictures.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and also I'm giving guys this information, like stalker. Like I'm giving a stalker like the perfect
I love that. I creep
playbook.
on that like crazy.
Yeah. So I just deleted them.
Gone.
Yeah.
How long ago?
It's been like 4 weeks.
Oh.
And I had 3 of the worst dates of my life this summer, all from dating apps. And I was like, I think I'm done. Like,
One. Hinge.
yeah. Yeah. One was Bumble. The other 2 were Hinge. Yeah. And I was just.
What happened?
One of them we'd been on several dates, and he shared that he had some really interesting preferences about some things, and was in
Whistles,
like a
chains, whips, and yo-yos.
It was
in that
I've
category.
since talked to a friend who's a therapist, and she's like pretty open-minded about stuff because she hears everything, and she was like, he needs therapy on that one. Yeah, and he tells me as if like
Pretty normal.
he's testing, see if I'd be into it, and I was like, no,
Not into that.
that's not
Sorry.
no. And then another one.
So did you just ghost him, or did you just say, this
Yeah.
isn't because you said that, I'm not into you anymore?
Yeah, I was like, I think you're looking for something different than what I'm looking for, and I'm good. Like we're good.
We're good here.
Yeah.
And then
Very mature.
I invited me over to cook me dinner, and this is multiple dates in. And I was like, all right, coming over. I get there. He first 30 minutes before I was supposed to get there, he pushes it back 15 minutes. And so I was like, I'm almost there. And we're pushing 8 p.m. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Like I need to eat some food. So I get there, and trash falls out of the front door. He had literally he had been cleaning his house all day, and trash fell out of the front door because he had piled so much of his trash by the front door. And I go in, and the house is worse than any frat house I ever went to at Clemson.
God.
Disgusting. And I go into the kitchen, and it's like piled with dishes and like super dirty, and nothing was prepped to cook. Not that I would have eaten it at this point. And I was like, so what's the dinner plan? Like we're pushing 8 o'clock. And he's like, oh, like I'm thawing chicken in the fridge. And I was like,
That ain't happening.
or should we just like walk to the restaurant around the corner? What should we do? And he's like, well, I'm on Ozempic and I'm not really that hungry. It's like, I'm hungry.
I always pre-eat. Hey, no matter where, if I go to any dinner, I pre-eat to make sure I'm satisfied.
Well, he liked to cook, and he was going to show off his cooking skills.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm ready. And then he was like, I'm on Ozempic, I'm not hungry. And I was like, I got to go.
Jeez.
No thanks. So.
All right.
Yeah.
So second one, not good.
Not good.
What about the third?
This whole episode.
This one I hate to say. I don't want to call this person out. He was basically in sex addiction therapy. And I was like, nope. That's problematic.
How does that come out in the dating
He decided
world?
to be like really honest. And I was like,
First date?
listen, second date.
Second date?
And he decided to be really honest. And I was like, thank you for that. Thank you for your honesty.
Thank you for the opportunity. I think.
Yeah. Thank you for your honesty. No. This is terrible. I shouldn't say all these things online. These people live in Columbia. But
No, that's okay.
Yeah, I think.
Nobody knows.
I'm not saying their names.
And I don't know how you even bring that up. You just say like,
Here's what I'm into.
Hey,
Yeah.
can you pass I think I'm going to get the chicken tonight. And
basically we were talking about why he got divorced.
oh,
And so there it was. And I was like, you got stuff to deal. You deal with that on your own.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yep.
So
are you open to guys with kids? Are you open to?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't necessarily want a baby. Like that's just, I don't want
young.
someone else's toddler and diapers and all that. But like someone we can go to the zoo with
Like a
and
nice
like
10-year-old?
Yeah. Like a school age kid that can like, have a combo and, be cool. I don't know.
Be cool.
I nannied, so I'm cool with kids, but no diapers. No diapers.
Yeah.
So
All right. Now you went to Clemson?
I went to Clemson.
What was that like? I've never really talked to anybody from Clemson.
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe I have. I've never really asked them about Clemson.
Okay.
I've never been. I hear it's like farmland. And
Yeah. There are a lot of cows.
Not,
It was fun. I loved it. Like the first 3 years, and then the fourth year, I was like, I'm ready to go.
out of there.
We need a new bar. Like, I need somewhere else to go. But it's fun to go back. It's nostalgic. It's cute. It's quaint.
Yeah.
But Clemson fans go hard. Like we are
Yeah.
a little culty, but in like a good way, in like a welcoming way where Gamecocks like may jump you. Like a Carolina fan
More
at a
gangster.
game.
Yeah.
People say Georgia fans are the worst, but honestly, Carolina fans,
Pretty bad.
yeah, like, look out. Be careful down at Williams-Brice when you are the opposing team.
I love culty, but in a good way. For like a t-shirt.
Yeah. In like a welcoming way, not in like a, if you don't believe this, like you're murdered, in like a, you got to cheer and you got to do the chant, but like, it's okay if you don't.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk gadgets in your office.
Okay.
What sort of gadgets do you have for the peeps?
For the peeps. Okay, yeah. So the red light, the LED red light,
Okay,
that's
nice.
a favorite. I have the face one, and then I have a full body one, which
nice.
is great. It is the big kahuna. Like you can come in and just do that. We can add it onto your facial.
Yep.
We can do, but it's great for pain, as y'all know, great for relaxation, but also great for the skin. And then microcurrent, which is lifting and sculpting. It puts an electrical pulse into your muscles and then causes them to tighten, and then they lift.
A little like butt lift almost.
Yeah, but
For your face.
more cheek lift.
So is it a prong? Like you put a prong on it?
Yeah, there's a couple different ones. The one that I have is like a handheld, and it has two little metal spheres, and then it pulses. They pulse into the skin, so you kind of get like a tick when it goes on you. Like your lip will like lift up. Some of them are like 2 bars, and they squeeze onto the skin and on the muscle. It just depends. They're all kind of different same technology, different mechanism. What else do I use? These guys, these tools.
Hands.
Yeah.
Handsy.
And
Real handsy.
I think that facial massage, like I'm certified in like 9 different facial massage techniques, and like that changes the game because like we're all touch deprived. So like having somebody just like put their hands on you, exchanging energy, just calming your central nervous system, honestly like makes such a difference rather than having metal on your face.
Yeah.
What other devices do we have? There's like
Steam,
some other little
probably a little steamer.
I've actually stopped steaming.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, unless somebody has super sluggish acne, it's actually more irritating than it is helpful.
Really?
Yeah, for most people.
What is it? It just opens pores, right? Is that the point, or what's the point
Your
of it?
pores don't necessarily like open and close in the way that we think, but like the skin can soften as it's more hydrated.
yeah.
But we actually hydrate the skin better with oil than with water, because like your skin actually naturally hydrates itself with oil and lipids. And so rather than steaming it and making the skin heat up, which can create dark spots, it can make melasma flare, it makes rosacea flare. Oil hydration is actually better than heat. So I do less steam now.
Okay.
It looks visually beautiful on like reels,
Yeah.
but it usually irritates people.
What about the like putties and stuff? Is that like,
Putties.
it's almost like a gel? or
Yeah,
something that
like a
looks
clay mask or like
Yeah.
a jelly mask.
Yep.
Great. Yeah, they just filled.
Just leave it on there and
Yeah, most of them, they start as a liquid. You mix it up.
Yeah. Paint it on.
And then you like you paint it, sculpt it on, and then they dry and then become more rubberized, and then you peel it off. But you can put product under it. Like we have one that creates an anaerobic environment, and so we put a probiotic serum under it, and it actually reflourishes your microbiome. So it feeds your microbiome. But we're taking away the oxygen by putting that mask on. So it allows your microbiome and these probiotics to just really flourish. And that helps your microbiome like rebuild itself. And that helps with your barrier, that helps with your natural microbiome, it helps with your hydration levels. So they all kind of serve a different purpose. Some of them are brightening, some of them are tightening.
Yeah.
They all do different things.
Yep.
What about the chin and like the under part?
Oh, are we working that?
Yeah. Some of this is like mine right now is like I went out this weekend. So like I've got some sluggish lymph going on.
Tin Roof.
Yeah. We didn't go to Tin Roof because the line was so long. We were at the Moxie and Bourbon and somewhere else. Yeah.
That's the rooftop one?
Yeah. It's very nice. But some of this can be, excess fat. And so that's harder to deal with. But when you've got just like a little pocket of like puffy, like some lymphatic drainage can do a lot of work there. And then as we get older, the skin sags, then that's more of like, we can try, but facelift's going to be your best friend more than anything.
Nice. How long are you rubbing the face?
It depends. So anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, sometimes 45. I have one facial that's a 75-minute called Just Massage My Face. And so I use 2 to 3 different massage techniques and like maybe some kind of tool, and it's just focused on facial massage.
My face feels nice just hearing about that.
Yeah, but we do some neck and shoulder and chest massage too. Oh. So you get all the and scalp.
How deep are you going down the chest? Nip line?
No, you go to where they put their covers. So wherever they put their sheet is generally where I'm going. I'm not going beneath the sheet.
What if they go below nip?
Then do it? I'd be like, ma'am, let's put the girls away. We don't need them out, but they usually have a robe on. I give women a robe, so they're covered. No nips. I've never had that on the facial table.
Nothing.
No. Although I did learn a facial massage technique that was like you go to the breast and massage along the rib cage, which it makes sense, lymph? But
is that
for muscle because all that muscle and everything is connected. But I feel like that lady was in LA.
Yeah.
South Carolinians aren't ready for that.
No.
Girls in LA be like, yeah, go ahead. But I don't think Colombia's ready.
It is kind of crazy that like the one muscle in your body that never gets massaged is like your pecs.
Yeah.
Every other muscle is just like part of the routine every time, but your chest never does.
But that's great for, lifting your face.
Standing up, yeah.
Yeah, as y'all know.
For sure.
Maybe we'll start it. Maybe we'll start the breast massage.
Yeah. Send them over for breast. We do one technique, breast massage.
I'm going to get some weird inquiries after this. Yeah.
For sure. Do you find it strange that Randy prefers a male to give him a massage than a female?
No. The dude's probably got some strength and weight.
That's what I taught. I've never said that I prefer a male, but I would be fine with it.
Yeah.
Especially if it was if I was like injured or something and I needed like someone to really jam in there.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that.
You want a guy.
Yeah.
That's
but
fine.
if it was like a if I was at a spa and I was like getting a relaxing one, I don't think that would feel right.
You want more of a woman. Okay. Yeah.
See, these would be opening questions. If I was a woman dating a male, I'd be like, all right, do you have a cat? Yes or no? Would you prefer female or male massage therapist? I just keep checking.
Wait, if a female says male, is that a red
male
flag?
Should say female.
And what should a female say?
Female.
So men should not be massage therapists.
Yes.
That's the consensus from you. Both of us are cool with either one, I think.
Yeah. No.
Why not? Y'all are touching
I think in
people.
the heterosexual world, like if I wasn't if I was homosexual, then they would be different. But if I was a heterosexual woman, I would look for like a couple I want green flags. So hit the top ones right out of the gate.
Yeah. I don't.
And those are the top two?
Those are top two.
Dang.
I think mine would be like Have you cheated on a past partner?
Right.
Do you get along with your
that's in there.
siblings?
Yeah.
Those seem like normal ones.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
red flag ones.
I wouldn't even get to those if they answer wrong at the first.
Do you respect
think we
women?
Do you think we landed on the moon? Like these are, you got to get them in early.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. See if they think things are real or fake or we're in a simulation.
Stimulation.
I said a stimulator. Simulator.
Okay. Any unique features of Pêche?
Yeah. So the space is actually like very brightly decorated.
Oh.
So I really focused on bringing in a lot of local art. Our walls are like a pistachio green. There's lots of bright, welcoming features.
Energy.
Yeah. Because I just didn't want the white spa, like, just like the white everything, marble everything. I wanted it to be like bright and fun. And it kind of feels like home when you walk in. It kind of looks like you're in somebody's house because that's what the space is, because it's an old historic home. And then I call us holistic-ish. Because
like
we lean holistic and we like to take pieces of holistic practices and Chinese medicine practices, but then also like really into science, really like to follow the latest and greatest tech, not the latest and greatest technology. I like for other people to test things out before I invest in them, but following a lot of like research and statistically backed things is important to me. So holistic-ish is what I like to say. We're not just like med spa, which med spas are great, but we're a little different.
Yeah. Yep. Nice. Any clients with like bad breath? Like you're right over top of them, right?
Yeah.
What kind of how do you deal with smell?
Yeah, that happens occasionally.
Oh man, and you're just trapped for 45
you're
minutes.
just trapped. Sometimes if you like have a chance, you can like put a little essential oil like under your nose. But that takes a second because you got to mix it with an oil and like get it under there. Sometimes you just have to lean back. But I'm constantly before every client like Altoid. If I eat lunch, like I'm doing mouthwash in the bathroom, like. So there's not too many, but there's a couple.
That's a big one. Smell is I've found over the years that smell is like one of my most important things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sensitive to smell too. Honestly, the worst for me is when people come right after a workout. I'm like, sis, I have to sit with your dirty hair. Me and your hair are good friends. Like you got to go home and rinse. Like I don't care if you're late. Like go rinse.
And some of these cats, they're not washing hair.
Cats.
Would you prefer pussies?
People. Folks. Not that word.
They're not. But some of these girls aren't washing their hair, but like once a month.
That seems extreme. Once a week I have gotten,
That's the number?
Yeah. There was a trend for a while that it was like training your hair. And like they were saying like wash it less. But now people are kind of like, wait a minute, I need to be washing my hair.
Yeah.
So it just depends. Usually it's fine if I actually prefer it a little dirty because then I can get oil in it and I don't feel bad because you're not going to be mad at me because you don't have to go home and wash your hair. The clients that come in with like freshly washed, freshly blow dried hair and they're like, can you leave my hair alone? And I'm like, all these muscles connect with these muscles and I need to touch them.
You need to get in there.
Yeah. So
you're in the scalp. You're digging in the scalp?
Yeah. We do some scalp. We do behind the ears. Like we're getting in there because all that connects. And if it's tight, then
I like that.
Your face isn't going to be lifted.
It does sound nice.
It's great. Yeah. And I have a new esthetician now that I have trained. I have an employee. Mm-hmm. And so now I can get my facial.
Oh,
what's his name?
Her name is Rachel. Her name is Rachel and she's fantastic. She's the sweetest can be. She's great. She's awesome. Everybody who walks out is like, Rachel's the best. I'm like, I know she might wind up being better than me. I'm fine with it.
Well, how'd you find Rachel?
She posted in a Facebook page that she was looking for a job. She's having a hard time finding a job in Columbia, and a friend of mine sent it to me because I was dabbling in hiring, but I hadn't quite put it out there yet. And she was like, hey, this girl looks great. And I looked at her Facebook. I was like, she does look great.
Hey, Rachel.
Yeah. So I reached out to her and I was like, I think you should come in. So, we did a phone interview and then we did an in-person interview and
Do you have her work on you? Is that like the in-person interview?
Yeah.
Like
She had to give me a facial.
Nice.
Yeah. Poor thing. She was nervous, but I mean, as you are when you have to do a hands-on interview with the person trying to hire you.
Did she get clammy hands?
No. She
that's
actually,
another deal
she's
breaker.
got cold hands. So she doesn't really get clammy hands. No.
Cold's not bad.
I get, my hands are warm.
Oh no, like sticky?
No, but
Okay.
they're more warm. But if I get nervous, yeah, sometimes. Do you have sticky hands?
Good questions to ask your esthetician. Do you have sticky like clammy hands?
Yeah,
And
you won't
what
know
do you
though.
smell like?
You won't know because they're gonna have product on.
Yeah.
So as long as they wash their hands, I think you're good.
Yeah.
Did you have any specific interview questions that were like kind of like when you're dating, you have a few questions?
Yeah, I think she was fresh out of school, which is kind of what I wanted because then they don't come with like bad habits or drama or like, you know, anything. And so my real questions were like, how do you handle conflict? Like, what are your...
Oh, I didn't expect that one.
Yeah.
Very professional.
That
Yeah. How do you handle conflict?
What was a good answer there?
She was like,
yell.
she's like, I try to avoid conflict because I want to like nip it in the bud before something becomes a conflict, which another question was like, how do you handle feedback? And it was the same thing where she's like, I love feedback. I want feedback. Like the more I can learn, the better. So I liked that. 'Cause she was like, I'm open. I'm welcoming. I don't want to like fight with anybody. You know, I want to be nice and come to work and learn.
Nice.
So she hit all the points and she's great. She's doing a great job.
Are there any things that hurt or would be painful at Pêche?
Yeah.
Like where you just like tell them ahead of time, like this is going to...
Extractions when we have to like get...
You're digging in?
Yeah, especially blackheads on the nose. That's probably the most painful. And then we do ProCell, which is microchanneling, which is just a step down from microneedling. It just doesn't go as deep as microneedling.
What's that feel like? Like
it's kind of like a rubber band snap, but not as intense. It's
over and over?
Yeah, it's not as intense though. It's like a tiny, it's like just like a little baby rubber band snap.
All right.
But it's 25 minutes. Like it's over pretty quickly and you're good. Almost everybody's like, that was very tolerable.
And that just like beats the skin, or what's the...
It has multiple micro needles on the end of like this little device that is basically spring loaded. And so it stamps into the skin. So it's like aerating the grass. So we're creating a controlled injury and then we're rebuilding collagen and elastin because your skin's rebuilding itself.
Do you prefer talking with the person, or do you like when the guy or gal's silent?
It's up to them. Like I'm
let
usually
them set the pace.
Yeah. Like if you want to be quiet, and that they kind of teach you that in school. They're like, if the client stops talking, you know,
just let them go.
If they're not responding back to you after you respond, like, all right, don't ask any more questions. Don't keep it going. But if they're, you know, continuing to talk, I'm going to talk.
Yeah.
So except like the end of the day on a Friday after I've had like 3 days straight of it, like the other day, my last client on Friday, I had the LED over her and it like is this huge thing and it's like this huge device and I had it angled and I was massaging her scalp and I literally like leaned my head against the LED light because I was so tired. I was like, I'm so glad she doesn't want to talk. Like, I don't have any more in me.
Yeah. Yep.
But if they're spilling tea, you got to pretend that you're into it.
I mean, a lot of times I am. A lot of times I'm like, oh, girl, I didn't know that, or that's cool. You know,
is it mostly about like dudes, like their relationships?
Sometimes it's about like your kid's like friend's mom at school, like the mom club, like bullying you, or sometimes it's like. My client the other day was having an issue with her own mother and she comes in and she's like, my mother, she's at it again. So I hear about her mom all the time. Sometimes it's bosses. Sometimes it's your kids. I mean, it's everything, you know? You get the full spectrum of life in the treatment room.
Yep.
And I know like pregnancies before they happen. I know engagements before they're happening. I know divorces. I mean,
coming
like
down the trenches.
Yeah. So you got to be, you got to be discreet too. Like I can't be blasting people's private info. Like, hey, Johnny's getting a divorce. He doesn't know it yet because his wife told me. But yeah, that's the fun thing. I have to like really just keep it in the treatment room. I can't go around repeating what I hear.
It is kind of nice if you could just sit there for 60 minutes and just tell you all your problems.
Yeah.
And you get a facial on top of it.
Yeah.
Some people, 2 in 1.
Yeah. And some people I'm like, do you have a therapist? Because I have some referrals. I have a list. I'm like, this person specializes in this. And it sounds like you need a little bit of that.
Who's a therapist that you refer to or you like? You want to give some shout outs?
Yeah. I really like the Columbia Counseling Collective. They're around the corner from me. They're on Picken Street, and they kind of have a little bit of everything. They've got a eating disorder therapist. They've got trauma therapists. They've got child therapists in there. Jill Smith is around the corner for me as well. Her team is all really great. I've got some like LGBTQ friendly folks. Kayla Sweet, her whole practice is for LGBTQ community. And those are some good ones that I can think of off the top of my head.
Nice.
Now, what's your home routine or regimen?
I am basic.
All natural.
Yeah, I mean, not all natural, but I am easy peasy. Like I need it to be super simple. I cleanse every day at night.
Soap, some sort of soap.
Yeah, a cleanser, not soap.
Oh, okay.
A facial cleanser.
I didn't even know that was a difference.
Well, soap implies like body or like a bar. You know.
Gotcha.
So cleanser is the facial term. I do have a retinol. I do have some peel pads that I'll use occasionally. I used one last night. But then I like an oil and I like a moisturizer.
What kind of oil?
So the brand that I carry is what I use, Skincare.
Yeah.
They have a Protect oil, which it's called Protect oil. It's great for sensitive skin and it's really hydrating. I love that. I just like lather in it.
Is it like coconut oil based? Is it?
It is almond oil based, and I can't remember all the other active ingredients off the top of my head. Normally, it has pre and probiotics in it, so it actually feeds your microbiome. It was formulated. The whole brand was formulated by a biochemist, and he was part of the Human Genome Project, and they found we're actually made of 10 trillion microorganisms, not just cells.
Yeah.
So he was like, why don't we make skincare that actually supports the microbiome? Because your microbiome gets hit all day, like over cleansing, pollutants, like stripping things, antibiotics. Yeah. So they call it rewilding the skin, and they encapsulate the pre and probiotics in the formula, so it's deactivated, and then when it touches water, it reactivates and it feeds the good parts of your microbiome. So.
Sweet.
So you do 5 things, which is base. Basic is 5 things.
Cleanser.
Yeah, and sunscreen. Okay.
And sunscreen. Okay.
And sunscreen.
So basic is 6 things.
Yeah.
When do you go from like
but
really basic?
My every night routine is a cleanse and a moisturizer.
Done.
And a retinol. That's in the morning.
But that's only 2 times a week, and the peel pads are like maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. Depends on how I'm feeling. Depends on my sun exposure. And sunscreen in the morning.
Every morning.
Even today. I mean, it is gray and gloomy outside. We have sunscreen on. Because like your plants survive, and your indoor plants survive inside, which means they're getting sun.
Yeah.
Which means you are.
I love sun.
Yeah, but it'll catch up with you.
Wait, what do you mean?
These are fake.
Yeah, these ones are fake.
You're looking around like,
So the sun would get to a plant right there?
Well, not in this room because you have no windows.
maybe a little bit when you open the door.
Yeah, when you open the door, but out there, I mean, if you think about light, it runs in a straight line. But if there's a window, and it's cumulative. So you're sitting by a window, you're in your car, you're walking into the store, you're walking into your house, you're going for a walk, you're going for a run. It's cumulative. You're getting sun that whole time. And any level of natural tan is damage.
What? Mm-hmm. I love sun.
Unless you're naturally like a darker person, you have more melanin. But for like me, like any level of a natural tan is actually damage.
No way.
Do you worry about putting that many chemicals on your body
versus
every
the sun
day?
that God created?
Most of the products that I use are pretty, like, there's not super problematic ingredients in it, but like water's a chemical, right? So do I worry about putting water on my skin every day? There's a lot of fear mongering around chemicals, but yes, there are certain ingredients that we have found that are certainly carcinogenic, certainly problematic, irritating. I try to avoid those. But not, if that's what takes me out, at least
You're fine with it.
At least my skin felt good. Looked good. I didn't have dermatitis.
Fair enough.
If that's how I go, somehow I feel like the plants pumping stuff into our air, like making plastic or whatever, going to get us first, or the car smoke we're breathing in every day.
It is bad.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably worse in here where there's just paint fumes.
Yeah, there's just no air.
Artificial lighting.
Probably.
All these things are made with petroleum.
Yeah.
What are your hours?
We are there Tuesday through, it depends. So generally Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 to 6:30. And then Rachel works every other Sunday and I work 2 Saturdays a month. Sweet. So we're not there Mondays, but otherwise we're there pretty much.
Yeah.
And is it pretty full right now, or can people get in if they want to?
Holidays are crazy. My schedule's really full. Rachel has availability because she's new. She's building her books, and she would love anybody. Like we are building her people. So I have like generally some availability, but Rachel has plenty, and we'd love to have you.
Nice. Yeah. And how do they find you? Instagram?
Pêche Skin Co on Instagram and on Facebook, and then PêcheSkinCo.com is the website, and that's the best way to book because they can fill out the intake, they can fill out the payment information. Mm-hmm. We run a small team, so we have admin on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but sometimes it's me texting back between clients. Yeah. So booking online is very helpful to our 3-woman show.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And then what's your go-to cocktail when you're out?
Cocktail. Okay.
Or drink.
Well, I think it's an espresso martini because for my birthday, I got not 1, but 2 espresso martini candles for gifts. Like people got me those. So I'm like, wow, I must really like espresso martinis. But I think my favorite thing to end the night is after I go to dinner, Hall's espresso martini and their skillet cookie.
I didn't even know about the skillet cookie.
And they give you fresh hot fudge with it.
Skillet cookie.
Skillet cookie.
I don't even know what an espresso martini candle is. It's a candle that smells
espresso
like
martini scented candle.
Oh.
Yeah. That 2 of my friends got me those.
Like what? Is it shaped like it too?
No.
Really?
Yeah, they should have put it in an espresso in a martini glass.
Is it brown?
It's like tan.
Brown
it's like tan. But unlit, the one of them smells like syrup. Like you walk in the kitchen and you're like, what, did I make pancakes? Why does it smell like a pancake? So they tried,
That's great. And then how else can we support you? Do you have any specials coming up or events or anything that you want to tell people about?
Yeah, we're going to be doing some Black Friday and November specials. And right now, until the end of October, we're almost at the end of it, 10% of all retail sales are going towards SCDVASA, which is the South Carolina Coalition Against Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault. But they are an organization that we support, and they work with agencies around the state that help with domestic violence and sexual assault cases. So 10% of what we're selling is going to them. And then we're also collecting items for Sister Care, which is the domestic violence shelter in town. We're collecting, towels and soap and cleaning supplies and things like that for them. So until the end of October.
Love that.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We're here for the health of it.
For the health of it.
Just a quick note, this podcast is for informational purposes only. We're not meant to replace your doctors, and nothing here should be taken as medical advice. Always check with a qualified professional before making decisions about your health. The views and opinions expressed by our guests or hosts are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of this podcast. Reliance on any information provided is solely at your own risk.